A special guest here, ladies and gentlemen, business owners. My name is Daryl Guberman. I'm the CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. We travel all over assisting companies in manufacturing quality, background being aerospace, medical implants, medical materials, printing, and plastic distribution, where we dealt with just about every industry. And here is Donald Trump. And we tried to explain to him, and we did in many videos, that a good lawyer knows the law, a great lawyer knows the judge. On top of it, Donald, they did an analysis study on both plaintiff and defendants' outcomes in court cases, whether state or federal. 85% of those questioned, both plaintiff and defendant, felt that their lawyers were colluding. And being in New York, collusion is a big deal, isn't it? But we come around and we find out that these judges are in office too long, sitting on the bench. And I think what happens is the blood pools in their tuchus and it doesn't affect the brain. Well, it does affect the brain because they don't rule properly. They don't rule on the law. They rule on statutes and all the rest of that mess. So we're going to say this. Remember, a good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge. And Donald, I'll tell you this. They did a poll again. Plaintiff and defendants, I already told you that 85% of them said that both of them colluded, both defendant and plaintiff's attorneys. Remember this, Donald, the judge is the CEO, and the attorneys, both plaintiff and defendant, are no more than his employees. So when they put a stay on, they put an extension on, it's more ka-ching, ka-ching for the lawyers. So don't think that your lawyers are the best and the brightest. Disgusting. The worst thing is that when you have an attorney of 40 years writes me this email saying that both state and federal courts are no more than blue smoke and mirrors. Donald, that's terrible. You ought to just say, let's go. Go on for your presidency in 2024 and say, fuck this. That's what you have to do. Because our legal system has failed us. You have the American National Standards Institute, where ANSI, which is a standard writer, also is in bed with the American Bar Association, and sitting on their board is the Department of Justice and FBI. And it's an embarrassment. I don't think you picked Christopher Wray for the FBI director. Somebody else told you to pick him because he's a schmuck. And I'm going to tell you why. Between 2015 and 2021, while his organization, the FBI, was members on ANSI's board, they sat on the International Accreditation Forum, an organization that's a repository for accreditation bodies in Delaware. Who sits on there? Right over by ANSI ANAB and the member FBI, they're only one of the federal agencies, there's more, is Iran and Pakistan, which are equivalent in accreditation to ANSI ANAB. So you have terrorist countries, and I talk about the leaders, not the people. You have terrorist countries sitting on an American-based company and supplying arms and ammunition to Hamas. Maybe ANSI and ANAB are doing that too. I just want to let you know. Always remember there, Donald. A good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge.